Hi, my name is Alicia. I'm going to be demonstrating some of the exercises in my exercise plan. Number one is this is called the clock on the TRX bands. This works the serratus anterior, deltoids, rhomboids, also the biceps. One arm will be rowing and the other arm will be extending out. You'll be in 3 positions. You'll be angled. You want to make sure your core is in, that the TRX bands are equal. You want to make sure one arm is rowing and the other arm is coming out at the exact same time. So this is first position, second position, third position. This exercise is similar to the clock that was shown before. These are called IYTs. It works the serratus anterior, the deltoids, and also the rhomboids. You can also do this exercise on a bench with dumbbell weights, and it's usually used for rehab. Basically, the deeper the angle, the harder it is for you because you're carrying your body weight. So you go back, you want to make sure that your palms are facing inward like this. You go Y, T, and I. You want to make sure that your core is contracted, you're not arching your back because that means you're compensating. And you don't want to be slouching either. You want to make sure you're in a complete neutral position with a tight core. No bending the elbows, keeping it straight as much as possible. What I'm about to do next is a weighted sea turtle. It works the rhomboids and the middle trapezius. Basically, your body is in prone position. You're on the ground. You want to make sure your head is in neutral, aligned with your body. You want to make sure that your traps are depressed. You start about a 90-degree angle on both sides. You raise and push the weights up, all the way up in a straight line. And you want to make sure the movements are slow and controlled on the way down, retracting the scapula. What I'm about to do next is physio ball assisted med ball squats. Physio ball squats. They're also called Swiss ball squats. You want to make sure that the physio ball is in the mid-back. You want to be centered. You want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. You always want to make sure that your knee never goes over the tip of your foot, and you want to make sure that you're at somewhat of an angle. You're going to lower all the way down to about a 90-degree angle, and slow movements contracting up. Slow down, and back up. What I'm about to show next is a single leg deadlift, and it's going to be in walking. You want to make sure that this is a big stability exercise. You're using your gluteus maximus and your hamstrings. This is also known as a T-bone. You're going to take a step forward. You're going to bend over. You want to make sure you hinge at the hips. Bend over, stabilize, back up. Walk, hinge again. Bend over, make sure your back is flat, in a neutral position, bend over. You want to make sure that your feet are not angling out, you want to make sure that they're straight, that they're bending their knee slightly. You don't want to ever have your knee locked, you want to try to bend it slightly, stay in a nice straight line. Single leg lunge on the TRX band, you want to make sure that also, like any other time, you want to make sure that your feet are straight, your hips are straight. You want to make sure that your knee never crosses over your foot. So you're in a very long, wide stance. You can have your hands here placed for stability. You want to make sure that your foot right here is just at neutral in the cuff. This works the quads and the glutes, like I stated. You're just going to lower down, and if the athlete is capable of doing it without help, and push through the heels on the way back up. Down, core tight, back up. The next exercise I'm going to be doing is a stretch, and this is used for usually the lower body warm-ups. It's also found in the stretch routine section of my exercise program. This is called the Beauty Queen, also known as knee hugs or twisted sit twist. You're going to cross one foot over the other and make sure it's planted next to you. You want to keep a straight back. This stretches the glutes and also some of the lower back muscles. You're going to take your left hand, left elbow, over your right knee. You're going to twist with a straight back. You should feel that stretch right in the lower back glute area. You're going to go hold for 30 seconds. Do this twice. This is called the sleeper stretch. You're going to be making sure that you're laying on the shoulder that's being stretched. You want to make sure that your elbow is in line with your shoulder. You're going to be in a 90-degree angle you're going to start out with. This is stretching all of this shoulder, the rotator cuff muscles, the infraspinatus, supraspinatus, etc. You're going to take the opposite hand, you're going to push and apply pressure on your arm that's being stretched, and you only go until you feel a strong stretch, and then you stay there. This is the stretch at 90 degrees. I also want my athlete to be in a 45-degree angle, so she's going to take her elbow and come down here, 45, and then she's going to stretch, which will be a little bit higher, up on the deltoid rotator cuff region. Rotator cuff stretch, it's also known as dead arm. You're going to take the arm that's being stretched, you're going to place it underneath your body, and you're going to turn away from it, pulling the rotator cuff muscles. You're going to hold for 30 seconds. You're going to do this twice. This stretches all the upper back muscles, including the rotator cuff muscles and deltoid.